Enzyme kinetics.
Introduction of enzyme kinetics.
Enzyme kinetics is the study of chemical reaction catalyzed by enzyme. The reaction rate is monitored in enzyme kinetics, and the consequences of modifying the reaction conditions are studied. Catalysts are substances that participate in a chemical process but are not transformed or consumed as a result of it. Catalysts reduce the energy barrier while boosting the rate of the reaction, and they instead give a new pathway for a reaction to occur that has a lower activation energy and the reaction without the catalyst. This is the fun fact about enzyme kinetics. Enzyme kinetics is a model that was invented by Leonor Michaelis and Maud Leonora Manton. The model helps to understand how an enzyme may increase a reaction's kinetic rate and how the concentrations of an enzyme and its substrates affect reaction rates. Besides, the figure is the Michaelis-Menten graph. Studies of enzymes helps to explain how enzymes operate and predict how enzymes behave in live organisms. Factors affecting enzyme kinetics are substrate concentration, enzyme concentration, pH, temperature, and presence of cofactors and inhibitors.
My name is Alina Shakira, and in this video I would like to explain about the applications of enzyme kinetics that being used in food processing industry. Enzyme kinetics already been used in food industry for such a long time. It is used in processing dairy products, bakery products, and meat products. It is used to improve in many aspects such as the quality of the food, taste, flavor, and also the color. I would like to use flour as an example of processed food that apply enzyme kinetics. So the first enzyme that present in flour is amylase. As we all know, the main ingredient to make bread is flour. So the presence of amylase in the flour will help the bread to expand better and loosen the texture. It will also accelerate the fermentation process of the bread, and it is also help the bread to produce a decent and stable bread color. And the anti-aging properties of the amylase will enhance the bread elasticity and the taste. So, as for the second enzymes that present in flour is protease. So, we also know that flour is the main component for us to make a batter for any type of food. So, the presence of protease will help to debilitate the gluten to soften the batter to enhance the viscoelasticity, extensibility, and smoothness of the batter. And it is also help to shorten the blending time of the batter, and it is also improving the mechanical attributes and baking quality. So lastly, it is also can make the item to simple to shape and enhance the taste. The last enzyme that presents in flour is lipase. So, lipase could help to postpone the aging of the starch, and it is also expands the stability of the batter fermentation, and it is also could help to expand the volume of bread, improving the bread quality and preservation capacity. And as we all know, flour is also the main ingredient to make noodles. So, with the presence of lipase in the flour, it could help the noodles for not to stick towards each other when it is boiled in the boiling water, and the noodles itself could not be difficult to break and give the noodles bright in color.
In human body, there's a lot of function of enzyme, and that's why enzymes are really important component in human body. Without it, all the process in human body cannot be done. Enzyme might affect health issue result if having too much or too little of specific enzyme. Healthcare professionals can also use the enzyme in our blood to look for injuries and illnesses. This is some example of application of enzyme in human body. The first one is alkaline phosphate. This enzyme was found in the liver, bone, kidney, intestine, and placenta. This enzyme helps fight off bad bacteria in the gut. It improves digestion, makes your bone strong, and keep your bone sharp. The second enzyme is creatine kinase. This enzyme mainly exists in human heart and skeletal muscle with small amount in brain. This is how this enzyme works. The cells in heart, skeletal muscle, and brain will release CK when they are damaged. In order to access your muscle produce energy, creatine, a molecule found in muscle cells, need to have a phosphate group added to it by CK. Creatine becomes the high energy molecule, phosphocreatine, which the body uses to produce energy. When CK attach phosphate to it. And the last enzyme is amylase. Most of the amylase in human body is made by pancreas and salivary glands. The function of enzyme amylase or special protein is help digest carbohydrate.
Biological function of enzyme kinetics. Enzyme and its relationship with DNA. Human cells are constantly reproducing. It is DNA that provides the instruction on how to build new cells. In order for a new cell to be created, DNA must first be reproduced. The reproduced strand of DNA can then be used to build new cells. However, if it were not for enzymes, cells would not be able to reproduce at all. Enzymes not only speed up the reaction, they are necessary for DNA reproduction. Recall that DNA is a long strand with many repeating base pairs. In order for DNA to reproduce, the base pair must first be split apart. One half of the strand is then used as a template to build a new strand of DNA. The enzyme helicase is responsible for splitting DNA along the base pairs. Helicase move along the DNA strand, unzipping the strand just as zipper move along unzipping two sections of clothing. DNA polymers are primarily involved in DNA repair. They remove the damaged bases of the cell's DNA by synthesis of the excess region. Other than that, before cells divide, they have to unwrap their chromosome, copy all of the DNA, and then wrap the DNA back up into chromosome. When this process happens, cells often lose a little bit of DNA from the tips of their chromosome. An enzyme called telomerase can help repair chromosome by adding that DNA back onto the ends. Because of telomerase inhibiting it, could help prevent the growth of rapidly dividing cells like those found in cancer tumors.
Next, the enzyme and its relationship with digestive. Digestive enzymes are actually proteins that your body makes to break down, aid digestion, and food. Our body need to digest because the process of using nutrients found in the food that we eat. The food that we eat will give your body an energy and help us to grow. Right away, food is broken down by our saliva into a form that can be absorbed by the body. In the course of digestion, enzymes are produced and activated at numerous stages. Digestive enzymes are produced by your pancreas, small intestine, and stomach. The powerhouse of digestion enzyme is actually the pancreas. The most crucial digestive enzyme, which break down proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates, are produced by it. The main digestive enzyme made in pancreas is amylase, protease, and lipase. Amylase will break down the carbohydrate and the starch. Protease works on protein. Lastly, lipase will handle the fats.
And that's all from us. Thank you.